Okay, this is the next video covering section 1.5. In the last video, we were combining like terms, and I wanted to do a few more practice problems. I believe this is page, wait for it, 47. So let's just try a few more of these problems before we move on. So let's look at something like number 22, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bar above all the like terms. So anything with an A is like terms. So I see 4A plus 5A. So let's call that 9A. Right? And then when I look at my B's, right, I have three terms with a B. So 2B minus a B would leave me with 1B. And 1B minus 7B would be minus 6B. That's my final answer, right? Now, let's take a look at 24. All right, so I see x's and y's, but you have to look, the exponents have to match, right? So I have x squared y. This one doesn't work. I have negative 6x squared y. So I can put those together. So 4x squared y minus 6x squared y is negative 2x squared y. And then when I look at the 3xy squared, looks like I have 3xy squared minus 3xy squared. So that's 0, right? If I have 3 of something and then I have minus 3 of the same thing, I'm left with 0. So the final answer is that negative 2x, and my x's are not looking good, negative 2x squared y, right? If I look at number 25, I'd have to use the distributive property, right? So the 4x stays 4x. I distribute the 9 to the 9x, or to get 9x, and I distribute the 9 to the negative 3 to get minus 27, and then I put the x's together to get 13x minus 27, okay? So, yeah, definitely try the next couple of problems. Maybe I'll do one more. I can't help myself. I want to do number 26, right? So I'm going to distribute first. This gives me 6x minus 6. Then I'm going to distribute this negative 2 to the x and to the negative 3. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. So how many x's do I have? All right, so I have 6x minus 2x is 4x. And I have a negative 6 plus 6 is 0, right? This minus 6 plus 6 is 0, so I'm left with just 4x. All right? Okay, there's one more type of problem I want you to look at, simplifying algebraic fractions. So if I had 4x times 8 over 2, I could write 32x over 2 to get 16x. But what if I have more than one term in the numerator, right? This 4x minus 8, it says I can distribute the 2 to each part of the numerator, or to each term. So 4x minus 8 can also be written, right? This 4x minus 8 can be written as 4x over 2 minus 8 over 2, right? Which would leave me with, if I simplify that, 4x divided by 2 is 2x, and this 8 divided by 2 is 4, okay? So you're definitely going to come across problems like that, right? So if I look at something like, if I had to simplify number 31, okay, so I would look at this negative 12 and 4. So negative 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. The x's cancel, and I'm left with just the y. Finished. Number 32, I can distribute the 4 to each term. Oh, my handwriting's falling apart again. Right, so I have the negative 12x on the top and 4 on the bottom, plus 8 over 4. And I can reduce negative 12x over 4 becomes 3x, plus 8 over 4 becomes 2. And this is my final answer, okay? Try one more. I'm going to distribute the 3. So let me see if I can erase the page number here. Hey, look at that. My eraser did work. Okay, so if I distribute the 3 to each term, I have 5x over 3 plus 15 over 3. Right? And unfortunately, the 5x over 3, there's nothing I can do with that. But 15 divided by 3 becomes 5. Right? That's the best I can do here. All right. So try the rest of these problems, and again, check your answers in the back of the book. I believe on the next page, we have the summary. Definitely see if you can handle these problems from the summary. Check your answers in the back of the book. If you have trouble, let me know, and I'll cover some of these problems during my Zoom session. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.